When you first won the lottery, because Brandy was so much the apple of your eye, did you give her money?
I gave her about $2,000 a week.
And how old was she?
She was 17.
So you're giving a child, a teenager, $2,000 a week.
She was very responsible with her money.
But you bought her a number of cars, didn't you?
Yes.
How many?
4.
So it's a 17-year-old with 4 cars. Again, was that altogether sensible?
She can only drive one at a time. To a young kid, cars mean a lot. And I'm very proud that she had 4 cars.
Surrounded by the toys and trappings of wealth, Brandy started to attract new friends, including her first serious boyfriend, Jesse Tribble, whom she knew from grade school. But Tribble's father was unhappy about the relationship.
I know firsthand she bought things for Jesse. I was real upset about it. He come in here in a Michael Jordan basketball jersey. It was $200 and some at Sport Mart. Come walking in here, he had on a gold necklace. He had on a pair of tennis shoes were probably $180.
The spending sprees continued, and the couple started indulging serious drugs. Soon, they were hooked.
I think Jack maybe was trying to shower her with gifts and love and whatever, and it was almost like she was destroying herself with it.
She told me one time, she said, "Papa, all I care about is drugs." It broke my heart. We did everything that we thought humanly possible to keep her away from the drug dealers, to keep her off drugs, to keep her occupied.
Jack checked Brandy into 3 drug addiction treatment programs, but they didn't work. Brandy had become a hardcore drug user.
Brandy's demeanor was that, you know, there's nothing wrong with me. You can't help me. You know, she says that all she really wants to do is take drugs. She doesn't want to be in charge of the money. She doesn't want to inherit the money. She just looking for her next drugs.
Tribble's father also tried repeatedly to guide his son away from Brandy and her money to get him off the drugs.
He had been in and out of the probation because of the being caught with some drugs, and so we were battling that, and he was actually coming around and doing well.
But any chance he had to clean up his act ended in September 2003 at an empty house owned by Jack Whittaker. Tribble had overdosed. He died in the night, face down, on a bed in this room. His father felt that the lottery millions had claimed his son's life.
I'm going to say this with total conviction. I blame her for my son's death. I hold her accountable.
With the death of her boyfriend, Brandy was isolated and depressed. She dropped out of school and then disappeared altogether. Jack's wife Jewel made an emotional appeal on local television for their missing granddaughter.
"Brandy, please come home. We need you here with us at Christmas time. We need you in our lives, honey. You're so dear and precious. Please come home."
Brandy never went a day without calling me and talking to me, so I knew she was in trouble. You know, deep in my heart, after 5 days, I just knew that she had to be dead or she would have been contacting me.
On December the 20th, 2004, their worst fears were realized. Brandy was found dead, wrapped in a plastic sheet and dumped behind a junked van in a place called Scary Creek. The cause of death was listed as unknown, but Jack Whittaker believes that the blessing of his Powerball win had become a curse upon his family.
My granddaughter's dead, probably because of the money.
You really believe that?
I really believe that. I know I really had my arms around her and protected her before I won the lottery. And once I won the lottery, there wasn't enough of me to get my arms around everything, to hold it and protect it. She was the shining star in my life. She was what it was all about for me from the day she was born. It was all about providing and protecting and taking care of her. You know, my wife had said she wished that she had torn the ticket up. Well, I wish that we had torn the ticket up too.
Jack Whittaker now makes a weekly pilgrimage to his granddaughter's tombstone. It's a fitting monument to a child who was set to inherit a fortune.
I pretty much lost everything I held dear in my life.
You got lots of money. Is that not enough?
Money has never meant anything to me. You have to have money to exist in this world, but money doesn't rule the world. Money is not what makes people happy. You know, family is what is dear.
And now you've lost your granddaughter. You're about to be divorced from your wife. Where does this ever end?
Well, I don't know where it'll end, but you know, I don't like Jack Whittaker. I don't like the hard heart I've got. I just don't like what I've become.